Divine Feminines, did you think you were going to be off the hook? Of course not. You're also in Divine Court as well. So judgment is here, and now it's time for you to hear your verdict. Divine Feminines, I'm going to go ahead and call in some help, and I'm going to dive deep into your reading. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yad-He-Vah-He, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for your beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. All right. Divine Feminine, you have been held in derision from the high courts because you have not been obedient and you have not let go. So you got letting go. You need to let go and detach from divine masculine. Holding on has only stifled you, kept you in stuck energy, and has implemented unnecessary pain that has been inflicted upon you because of you trying to control the outcome. You are now out of vibrational alignment with your divine counterpart, because if you were in alignment, the two of you will surely be together. The fact that you are in separation and you are not together is a surefire sign that you are not on the same vibrational frequency. And so your rejection, it could have become a blessing had you allowed for the natural ebb and flow to take place in reference to you and your divine counterpart. Instead, a lot of you have tried to micromanage it and coerce the universe into clinging on to divine masculine without letting him go. This has caused frustration not only on your behalf, but it has also caused frustration on behalf of your divine counterpart. This is a general reading. For those of you that are looking for something more specific, please check out my description box. And as you feel intuitively guided, you can choose a shamanic healing or a reading that is best fit for you. When I use the word divine feminine, I am speaking about energy and not sexual orientation. Back to the reading. So, a lot of you, because of this clinginess and this possessiveness, because one thing that Source is wanting you to understand and understand is that love is not to be possessed. You are to allow your divine counterpart to be free. If you really truly love your divine counterpart the way that you claim, then you should be happy that they're happy. And even if they're miserable, if they feel more happier without having this connection with you, you should honor that. The twin flame connection is not easy. It's very magnetic, it's very overpowering, and it can be overwhelming to our divine counterparts. It's even overwhelming to us, to say the least, let alone them who are not emotionally and spiritually challenged enough to accept this. So as a byproduct, a lot of you divine feminines have been reserving your sexual energy, and you have been saving your sexual energy, and you've not been intimate because you're waiting on your divine counterpart. So you have suppressed your sexuality. Now, I am not here to stand in judgment of that. I am here to deliver a message, and so the message is being delivered to you to not hold back your sexual energy in loving another person because you feel like that's going to get in the way of you being with your divine counterpart. Nothing can get in the way between you and your twin flame, if that is your true twin flame. Nothing can separate you. Now, if you are withholding your sexual power back for manifestation reasons and just for purification of the souls, that's one thing. The source is saying that a lot of you are holding your sexual energy back and you're not opening yourself up to love because you're still waiting on your divine counterpart. And by doing that, your divine counterpart will never be able to come in, because you are supposed to open yourself up to the vibration and the being of love, not waiting. As long as you're waiting and you continue to put that out in the cosmos, that energy is going to be reflected back to you, and you're still going to be in the waiting mode. A lot of you divine feminines are not aware that you have caused cognitive dissonance to your partner by clinging on to them and not allowing them to fully live their life without you. Out of fear, you have clung on to your divine counterpart because you do not think that Source Creator will replace your divine counterpart with someone better. Because you have held on to the ideology of this person being your original twin flame. You don't want to have anyone else because in your mind, anybody outside of your twin is second best. And that is totally not true. There are other people that you have soul contracts with, just like your divine counterpart, to experience certain things that you cannot experience with your divine counterpart. You cannot learn, you cannot grow in those areas. So you've contracted you, Y-O-U, on the other side of the veil before you incarnated on this human earthly plane of existence, to allow for these other soulmates that are a part of your soul monarch group to come in and to help you to heal. There are certain things that need to be healed in you that your divine counterpart cannot heal. Either they cannot heal or they do not have the acumen to heal you, because that's an area that they also need to heal in themselves. So a lot of you have had stuck kundalini energy, kundalini fire that is there and has not moved, and so you're not ascending. And for as your divine counterpart, as the divine masculine, they have had stuck kundalini energy that's in the sacral chakra, and instead of them awakening into their autonomy and moving that energy up into the solar plexus, into the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the brow chakra, and the crown, they have misused it with sexual energy with the lower level soulmates, aka karmics. And so that also is something that divine masculine will be held in derision for. You are being held in derision because you are withholding back your sexuality on the account. And this is when I say you, a small select group of you, not all of you, have held back your sexual fire, your sexual power, because you think that you will be violating divine masculine in some type of way if you gave that energy away. And so you're trying to teach him that you can be faithful, that you can hold this power. You don't have to have sex with anyone else, that you'll be a faithful servant waiting for him hand and foot. And this is why the divine is holding you in derision, because you are not a slave and you're not enslaved to anyone, not even your twin flame. You're also being held in derision because you need to take 100% accountability for your own happiness and your own joy in life. Yes, divine masculine has played his role in compromising your fullest potential of happiness because of the lies and because of the deceit and the manipulation. However, he could not have done this to you if you were not a willing participant. So divine providence is asking you to assume the responsibility and take back your power by disengaging and putting all of your heart and soul into this union and redirecting and rechanneling your energy towards self. You are going through a spiritual initiation right now. You are initiating your activation codes. You're integrating these codes from the higher realms. You are going through a rites of passage as divine feminine, so you are standing in your autonomy. You're opening yourself up to clearing out all of the karma that is between you and your beloved. You're also ascending into the new earth. Ascension is something that is upon you at this now moment, and it is an activation within you. You are to nurture yourself. You are to pour back into your own soul, not into this relationship dynamic. This is a spiritual connection and a spiritual and fated partnership. This will take care of itself. There is nothing that you need to do at this now moment besides to be open and receptive to what the universe and what God, source, creator of all, has to do. Because everything is happening in divine timing. Everything is happening in divine order. And you have to get out of your own way. Because when you try to circumvent situations and you try to manipulate situations, all you're doing is setting up resistance and pushing union further away. You have to become congruent with what it is that you are wanting. If you're wanting union, you have to have union within in order for you to have union on the without. You have to allow divine masculine to sojourn alone on his journey, because where he's at and how he's traversing on his path is a solo one. It's not meant for the two of you to do it together, because if it was, you will be doing it together at this now moment. This is something that you guys have already contracted on the other side and agreed to, that this is a phase and this is a period where you two will not be together. That he will learn whatever lessons that it is that he needs to learn in order for his soul evolution and growth by himself. And you have to love him from afar, just like he has to love you from afar. It is not meant for you to be on his path. It is not meant for you to be in his radar right now. And so you're being held in derision because you have clung on and you have not let go of divine masculine. You have not freed him. You have imprisoned him. And the reason why a lot of the divine masculines are in stuck energy is because of the energy that we have around them. Because how we feel is how they feel. And we impress their subconscious minds about the way we feel and how we think. We can bring about chaos into our divine counterparts' lives unbeknownst to ourselves based off of our own energy. And the reason why he may feel stuck is because he is a human just like you with feelings and emotions. He feels your pain. He feels your hurt. He feels your longing for him to be there, and he longs to be there with you too. But there is something inside of him that is preventing him from being there with you, and it's called a soul contract. He may not know that. He's experiencing soul shock right now because he can't explain why, as much as he loves you and adores you, he cannot be there with you. And it's causing him to feel stuck for no reason. If you release him, I release you to your journey. I let you go in peace. I let you go in love. If you send that energy and that vibration to your divine counterpart, that will not only help to free him from being stuck, but that will also help him to complete whatever it is that he needs to complete with ease and to come back to you a lot sooner. But if you keep him stuck, he's going to be stuck. And there's no way to get unstuck besides to release. So a lot of divine feminines, unbeknownst to yourself, your energy has kept your divine counterpart in that stuck energy because you have not let go. You've held on when Source told you to become detached. You didn't believe Source that if you became attached that will free both you and them. You were more concerned about yourself, and you're being held in derision for that. Your verdict is independence. You have been assigned independence, individuality, standing on your own in your own autonomy as sovereign being. Your independence will free you, and in turn it will free your divine counterpart and let them go in peace on their journey to do whatever their soul has pulled them to do on this timeline that does not involve you. I know that this could be difficult. I know that this may be cumbersome to you, but it's very necessary. And it's only an atrocity if we look at it as that. But it can be the most beautiful thing. It can be the very thing that sets reunification of the souls and set in motion your divine counterpart coming back to you after they've cleared out whatever karma and soul contracts they need to clear out with these other people, jobs, family members, lovers, and so forth and so on. Okay? The very thing that you need to do is the very thing that you have not done, and it is the very thing that has kept you and your divine counterpart out of union. You can no longer blame divine counterpart, aka divine masculine, for the stuck energy when you have been a willing participant in sending that bad negative energy to your divine counterpart, whether known or unknown. Like I said again, just like with the divine masculine's video, I was not there to judge. I'm not here to judge. I'm only here to deliver a message from the divine. The way that you process it is where you are vibrationally. This is just a message. Your independence and your independent sovereignty helps them to be independent and independent sovereign as well. The best thing that you can do is release your divine counterpart and let them go in peace. The outcome will be change. There will be a change in your relationship dynamic for the best. It would be the best suitable outcome that the divine has found suitable based off of both of your work. And when I'm speaking about work, I'm talking about your spiritual work. And I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful read. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste. I will not be doing an extended.